And in what could only be considered a world's first for the Wax blockchain, today we are bringing you the first live art exposition with multiple artists that you will be able to acquire their works and own them for yourself.
It's pretty fancy.
It's super fancy. Some people would say that it's more than that. They'd say it's downright nifty.
Ooh.
Looking into the future, what do we see? It's lined with digital collectibles, we call them NFTs. Games, trading cards, digital art, and those crypto kitties. Travis and Joel are the hosts, you'll know. Travis and Joel say this won't blow. They're locked and loaded, so ready, set, go! It's the Nifty, really kinda spiffy. The Nifty Show!
The Nifty Show, episode number 15. I'm Joel Comm.
And I am Travis Wright. And I remember 19 years ago today, we sat down thinking about non-fungible tokens in the future and how they were going to be huge.
No, that's not what we were thinking about.
Not at all.
No.
That was the craziest day ever. And I can remember every single moment of that day. And it's crazy. It's been 19 years, and it's unbelievable that it's been 19 years. And here we are. And let's talk about good stuff instead.
We are going to talk about good stuff, and I appreciate the quick nod to those who lost their lives on 9/11 and those that were heroes and saved lives. And those people, those heroes, I'm sure many of them are still out there on the force today, whether public or private citizens that are serving others. And we're here to serve you in a different way. We're here to serve you in a nifty way. We're not saving lives, but what are we saving? We're saving the best art for you. How was that for a quick out?
Well, I tell you, you know what? There are some amazing artists out there doing great stuff. And we decided we wanted to start showcasing some of them to you live during our show, because it seems like, you know what, we're talking a lot about NFTs, but we haven't had a whole lot of claimable NFTs during our Nifty Show, right? We were talking about that, and then we were like, well, what if we did a network kind of a thing, like a home shopping network? And Atomic Hub had a new feature that they've been working on, and here we go.
Yeah, well, you know, we've also been inspired. We've had, you know, Duncan and Griffin Cock-Foster from Nifty Gateway on the show before, and they're doing a great job of selling digital collectible art on Ethereum. There was one in particular that I would have really liked to have. It's this one here that went for sale last night by Wisby Vandal Gummy. Look at these right here. They're all animated. Turn to the left, turn to the right. Aren't those awesome?
Those are hilarious. Now, were those in packs, or were you just going to choose which color you wanted?
I'm not sure how they did them, but you could see they sold for $275. And there's one here, the gold one is up for auction and is currently at $3,550, is not yet sold. So this is not uncommon for Nifty Gateway for the art to be at a premium. And I'm here to tell you, we've got art that's just as good quality as many of the pieces you see on Nifty Gateway today. And we're nowhere near that kind of premium. You guys, everybody who's watching, you know, as long as you're quick, you should be able to pick up a piece of original art today that is exclusive, that's a collectible, that once they're gone, they're gone. And once the time runs out, if you haven't purchased them, then that opportunity is gone as well.
Yeah, and there's the digital scarcity factor, and the additional bonus is that this is episode number 1. Right. This is the first time we've done this. These are first editions. These are unique originals and only available during this quick, what is it, a 10, 15-minute window whenever we're in?
It's a 15-minute window for each one. I expect they'll all go before the 15 minutes are up. But Travis, I thought we would kick it off by giving away a Nifty first. And you guys can see behind me the background. Some of you may have noticed, excuse me, that the background for the Nifty Show has been upgraded. Travis has changed some things around, added some of the more recent Nifties that have been released. And what's behind me is a commemorative NFT. I'm going to step out of the way for a minute. go. You can see now it's got a, Genesis in the middle of it. And we want you guys to be able to go claim them right now for the duration of the show. There's 100 of these available. If you go to nifty.deals/Nifty, it'll take you directly to a page that looks like this. And this is how we're going to do all of the art sales today. This one here you could see is just a little thumbnail, and you can mouse over to see the description. But if you just click claim for free right here, it'll put one per wallet is all you can take. And we ask that you not take more than one. Again, they're free. And this is a commemorative for the first edition of the Nifty Shopping Network. It's our gift to you.
So nice of us.
It is nice. Now, when we do the actual sales, it'll have a wax price here, and we'll show you that in a few minutes. But this is really cool because you can see on Atomic Hub as people are going there right now, they're being claimed in real time, and you can see them drop. And this will be done. I'm sure they'll be gone before the hour's over. And you can see who's claimed them too. Good job, GW Maw.
And look at that. You can see the URL at the top, wax.atomichub.io/drops/32, or you can get to it at the new URL that we registered, nifty.deals. Nifty.deals/Nifty. We could have kept it nifty.show. We didn't. We're changing it up.
We're changing it just to throw you off a little bit because it's a deal. I mean, what's a better deal than free? You can't get a better deal than free. And we're going to bring on today, we've got 3 artists that have all created completely unique works of art specifically for today. And we're going to bring them in here one at a time to talk with them, to reveal what their artwork is. Some of you might have caught it on Twitter and the other places that we're posting. And actually, I believe our first guest is arriving now. It's none other than Kevin Winger. Kevin, as soon as you're able to turn your camera on, we'll just welcome you in right away, good sir.
All right, let me just figure this out here.
Yeah, and pull your mic in a little bit so we can hear you good. Kevin is probably the most popular artist on the Atomic Hub right now with the collection he has. In fact, I'm going to go pull that up here for everybody to get a look at. And this is actually his second sale today. There he is. Hey, Kevin, good to finally see you face to face.
How's it going?
Good, man.
Look at all that awesome art behind you, man.
Thanks.
That's great.
Been a fun day. Yeah, this is my my office up here. I wanted to bring a few pieces up here, and this is the original piece that we're going to be offering.
Cool.
Today. So that's the actual original work right there.
Nice. All right, we'll talk about that in a moment. I want to show people right here. If you go to Atomic Hub and go to the market, KR Winger Arts. This is Kevin's channel, his shop here, and you can see a lot of the work that's here. This is probably mostly secondary market stuff that you see here. Ooh, that's trippy. A little Rorschach action. How long you been an artist, Kevin? How long you been painting and creating?
Pretty much my whole life. Professionally, about 15 years. I opened a gallery in San Diego about 11 years ago, and this is what I've been doing full time since then.
That's great. So what is your process? Because it looks like you're creating them on a physical medium first, and then what, you're taking a picture of them, or are you scanning them and then you put them into Photoshop or Illustrator or After Effects?
Yeah, they're all original oil paintings on panel. I don't use brushes. I paint with all painting knives, palette knives, and other custom tools. So they're almost sculptural. The actual I can actually show you.
Yeah, why don't you bring that up close and personal so we can see?
If you look at these kind of on edge,
It's chunky.
Really get to see some of the texture that's on them. So it's kind of crossing over from the 2-dimensional into that 3rd-dimensional medium, and it's definitely a different way to manipulate the paint. And so I start out with the oil paintings, let them dry, and usually I go into a really well lit, color corrected lighting environment, shoot them high resolution, and then I use a lot of different image softwares and animating softwares, and and other things just to kind of create these original things, because I have a mixture of the standalone works and some animated versions of them. And I'm having a blast. I mean, this platform has opened up a whole new world to me.
Right. Is it weird that when you tipped it on its side there, I got like hungry for like a cake with frosting on it? It's
like, when I had my gallery, it's like candy to people, and it was more adults than kids. They couldn't help but reach in there, and they want to get in there, and it's like taffy. It's like this colorful, beautiful, visceral medium.
Can you imagine the days coming when it's going to be easier to place your art on blockchain in 3 dimensions? So you'll actually be able to, rotate it and see like a topographic of your art.
Yeah, I've actually been doing some research, some deep dives into 3D cameras and ways to kind of, pan, at different angles and such to really capture some of that, because I've never done prints in my life because it's a 3D medium almost. And this opportunity here with technology and 3D cameras and, immortalizing things on the blockchain and being able to move things, like the Garbage Pail Kids, when you mouse over on Topps GPK, you can see them. Same thing with, some of the blockchain heroes, and it's amazing. If I can do that with my paintings, which is what I'm trying to figure out now, it'll even bring another element to it.
Well, I'll tell you how we did it for Blockchain Heroes is basically the areas that you want to be lifted up, you have to create a black mask for that, and then somehow in the software that Wax had for the pack openings and pack display, then whenever you had that card would just sort of pop in there, and that mask would lay over it, and then those areas would be lifted up when you move it around.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking at all that stuff now, and I'm super excited, about some of the groundbreaking stuff.
I want to pull this up because this is the page that your original art on a very limited supply is getting ready to go live here in just 2 minutes and 15 seconds. The URL that you guys can go to, you can see it here, but the fast way to get there is go to nifty.deals/Kevin, nifty.deals/Kevin. And I want to pull this up full screen. So when that goes live, you guys it's a free for all. Grab as you can get them, but maybe tell us about this piece, Swift Sunrise.
So, it's a landscape. It's one of my, I guess, freer, more expressive pieces. Just like a lot of my other pieces, I also use a lot of really highly chromatic paints in there. I love saturation and color. This one is it's the start of a new day. It's all the the life and the nature. It's all waking up to the sun, to the dawn. And so it's really supposed to be a piece that brings joy, happiness. That's kind of why I paint. Is to bring that into people's personal spaces and stuff. And so now this is a way it can be done digitally. And I shoot these at really high resolution. So if you zoom in on them, especially on Wax Stash, you could really see the detail in the paint itself. It's pretty cool. So
I'm zooming.
If you zoom in close enough, you can taste the paint.
Yeah,
it's like lime. It tastes like a little bit bananas. I have a question about this. So for you being an artist that's doing stuff with a physical medium and then doing digital stuff with it, have you sold any of your art like as an NFT and then sent them the original art piece?
Yeah, it just happened. As far as I know, for the first time in history, just a few days ago, we figured it out. I was working with Roy over at Wax Stash, and we figured out how to do it, how to make them double-sided, and that's actually led to a total of 3 physically backed NFT sales now. The shipping part is still happening, through private, DM on the back end.
Hey, Kevin, let me break in just a second. The sale is now live, gang. The cart is open, and instantly all 3 of the Swift Sunrise, the chromiums you're looking at, sold out.
Nice.
10 of the 20 of the 9 are left. You guys need to hurry if you want to grab one of these. They're going to be gone in just a few seconds.
Thank you very much, folks. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so there's a few of these left. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I wanted to let people know. Yeah, if you have not picked up one of these yet, for 400 wax, There are 9 left at nifty.deals/Kevin. Scratch that, 8 left.
7.
There they go.
Yeah. So to finish answering your question, yeah, it's really cool to see it happen, and moving forward in the future, a little different than today's drawing. I'm going to be, minting limited edition, somewhere between 30 and 50 of paintings that I still have physical ownership of the original. And then the one of ones of all of those series will be redeemable for the original painting at that point. And then we'll figure out, either we'll burn the one of one and I'll reissue a master one of one that's a little bit different for the collector, and then ship the painting out. So that's kind of, new territory where they're not only getting the NFT, but they're also able to own the original physical work. So super
Now, can
cool.
somebody come to you and commission work and say, look, I really love blues. If you could give me some maybe some blues and some whites and some just sort of energy kind of, and then because I think some like the explosions on some of our legendary cards would look like, the color schemes would just look so awesome as like a painting.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I'd say over the years of having a gallery, about 20% of my work has been commissioned work. And what clients would do is they go back and look, at my portfolio, and then they'd find pieces where they liked either elements of composition, color palette, and we'd put our heads together and figure out what we could do, figure out the size, and then go from there. And yeah, commissions is definitely something is wide open, and I love the challenge too, of having a client that has a vision, and then kind of meeting together, putting our heads together, making it a reality.
The art business is a hard business. I mean, there's a lot of artists, all kind of different levels of talent out there. By the way, there's 3 of the 20 classic Swift Sunrises left still at nifty.deals/Kevin. Scratch that, 2. There's only 2 left, and that'll be it, gang. The reason people say that there's starving artists out there is because there's a lot of artists that don't sell their work. And I'm not sure what it was like before blockchain for you, but this has opened up a whole new world.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just being physical and having the gallery really did give me, an outlet, and was a catalyst. I mean, I've created probably close to 700 works, probably sold about 2/3 of those. I have quite a nice stable of physical collectors, but this is different. This is a whole new beast. And getting it in front of the masses, like international sales, never had one until this past week. So I mean, right there is something that's completely new to me. So yeah, it's opening up doors right and left.
There's one piece left of no, never mind, it's gone.
Wow.
Sold out. I'm going to go ahead and share this so everybody can get a look at this here.
Thank you to everybody who purchased one. I'm very humbled and very grateful for your support.
Would you like to take your time and thank each wallet here? I'd like to thank 3vdau.wham.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hicka4, really appreciate you, Hicka4.
Yeah, pretty cool. And this is the second time today, because you actually, I didn't know you were going to do this, but you had a sale of another piece of 50 of them earlier, and and they sold out. And it's my understanding that one of those 50 are going to get the physical piece.
Yep, we already did the drawing. It was contingent upon all 50 selling out, of course, or 48 hours. They sold out in less than 10 minutes. A gentleman and his wife in Belgium are the winners, and we've already figured out shipping and contacted one another, and it's a done deal. There were also 5 other prizes we gave out, a special animated version like we're doing here today on the Nifty Show, and those have already been distributed. So yeah, it was wildly beyond what I thought it would be success-wise, and again, super grateful.
That's beautiful, Kevin. You realize that your 3 sold out in less than 30 seconds, and your 20 sold out in about 4 minutes.
Wow.
So both of them sold out in less than 4 minutes.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for hosting this today, and for your support. I mean, you guys have a great platform here, and I'm happy to be a part of it. This is awesome.
I think this is kind of our test pilot today, and we think we knew how it was going to go beforehand, and it's already going that way. But I've had probably 4 or 5 artists reach out to me when they heard we were doing this, saying, how do I get my art in there. Already talking to Michael Blue, M Blue, who created that world's first music video. He's shown me a piece that he's working on right now. And so assuming we do this next week again, he'll be one of the ones that are featured on here, but there's
Awesome.
a number of others.
Super cool. Super cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for being number one of one. You were actually you're the number one of three today, because you were the first one, and you came out and just killed it. Sold them all in 4 minutes, dude. That's great.
Wow. Nuts.
What's cool to me about all this is, we're getting these NFTs, these digital art that we can demonstrate that we own this, right? This is on blockchain, it's in our wallets, and the day is coming and not far off where we're going to have apps, right? That you can see them on your wallet. In fact, I don't think he's ready to say it yet, but somebody on Telegram has been messaging me. He is creating a Wax wallet app right now. Not that you can transact with, because there's issues with Apple, right, with iOS doing that, but you'll be able to showcase all of your NFTs for Blockchain Heroes, for COGS, for GPK, and I would
like a
imagine
portfolio, like an NFT portfolio.
Right. Yeah. Now, what's the next step from that? Well, the next step from that is to be able to then display them on a monitor. And the guys at Nifty Gateway are doing that. They've got big monitors that work with their app that display the Nifties they're selling. But I would imagine, as obviously demand for these is only going to grow, that the demand for being able to put something on your wall and have whatever art you want to display, on whatever cycle you want it, it's going to be so cool.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm actually testing some of the animated ones that I've most recently dropped with a friend who actually has one of the screens already. He has the largest size too. It's like the 2.5 by like 3 foot one. He's got a vertical, and I'm going to start testing some of the psychedelic animations on that and see how they look. And I'm very hopeful that it's going to be pretty badass.
I just realized
psychedelics while you're doing them.
Not for many years, but the answer is yes.
I forgot to show this. This is the back of both versions of Swift Sunrise that has an animated autograph, which I think is a nice touch.
Yeah, that's just been rolled out recently. If you do look at the full collection on Atomic Hub, there's only a few that have that right now because it is new. But in the future drops will all have that custom feature. If you look in the background of that, it has the same original painting, but the opacity has been changed. So they're all still one of a kind, even the backs.
Well, Kevin, we appreciate you coming on, sharing your artwork. I know it's the first time, but it won't be the last. And we're keeping an eye on you.
Awesome, my friends. You guys have a great day.
Thanks, buddy.
Good luck with the rest of the sale.
Take care.
All right, guys.
That's pretty awesome, Mr. Travis Wright.
Kevin sold out like 75 pieces of art today.
Yeah, he's had a good day. He's had a good day. I'm pulling up something here because I want to show, trying to figure out where they are. While we're doing that, I'm going to bring our next guest in here. Alex, you can join as soon as you're able. Let's see if I go to the Explorer. Alex G. And I go to badges. How do I find these? Why can't I find my badges? Travis, are you able to pull up your Blockchain Heroes badges?
Let me look here and see what were they named? What schema were they under?
Hero
badges. There they are, hero badges.
Yeah, go ahead and share that. Alex, how you doing? I see your mic is on. I don't see your camera though, unless you're remaining anonymous. There we go. There's the badges. These are so cool. These badges were created by Alex, who is our next artist today. We saw the work he was able to do. He actually made one and put Blockchain Heroes on it, like without asking, just, as a gift. I'm like, you can't sell those, right? But I said, Travis is like, oh, those are amazing. I say, you're right. And we had a conversation with him, and he's developed.
We were having a conversation with your son, Zach, about creating badges. And then I think I made the comment, I'm like, dude, these might be perfect badges. And we're like, oh yeah.
Can you show the gold one? Do you have that handy?
I don't think I have a gold one.
Or the bronze, or there's the diamond one. There's only 4 of those, and those were issued to the 4 founders. There's diamonds are for the founders. The emerald ones are for the partners at the exchanges and those, the developers that helped us get things going. Gold are for community members that go above and beyond the call of duty to serve our community. Silver went to everybody who's been part of the community during our launch and post-launch. And then the bronze badges here went to everybody that was holding at least one Blockchain Heroes card from Series 1 or a pack in your wallet. And they're non-transferable. The only thing you can do with them is keep them or burn them. And why would you want to burn
one person has burned one of the bronze badges.
So like, badges, I don't want you stinking badges.
We need to figure out who did that and then ban them from ever getting any more.
That wasn't good. Alex, can you hear us okay? Because we can't hear you nor see you. While he's figuring that out, I'm going to share the page of Alex's art. He created these 3 pieces especially for today. I said, man, use your imagination and go nuts. And he created Distance is the name of this piece. And let me, the link you're going to be able to go to is nifty.deals/Alex, ALEX, nifty.deals/Alex. And Alex, you might need to drop and reconnect if you're not able to get your camera or your audio going.
That is a cool looking lunar area there with like a cool mystery vortex inside it.
Here, they're all animated. There we go. I didn't start it, but check that out.
Oh,
and you
wow,
can see this little twinkle from the star happening.
It looks
there.
like a little vortex thing, huh?
It does look vortex.
I want to go in. Where does it take us?
This is going to go live in 2 minutes and 8 seconds. The classic version of Distance is going to be 500 wax, and there are 20 of these. So this is the classic version from Alex. Next up, we have this cool retro version.
Look at that. That's awesome.
It's all retro-y. Oh, it kind of does that little film shake there at the end. And there are going to be 3 of these in 1 minute and 33 seconds. And if you want to own one of the 3, it's 1,500 wax. Again, nifty.deals/Alex. Now I'm having to play it again, but in the actual wallet, it's on loop. You don't have to start it over. It'll just keep going infinitely.
That's
and
beautiful. I got to excuse myself for one moment. I'll be back in like 30 seconds.
Okay. And then the final one, this is the super unique 1 of 1 piece of Distance. Again, it'll be on loop, but look at this. This is the golden version with these golden nuggets swirling around this golden altar with this golden vortex. And this is so freaking cool. And this one is going to be available. I would imagine that the moment it goes live in 45 seconds, it's going to get snapped up. It's going to be who is quick, who is fast, who is able to grab this one, because it is a really unique piece. Alex says he's on the phone, but he's having a hard time. Alex, are you able to? I mean, we might just have to. What? Hey, Travis, maybe you can play the role of Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex.
You're a great artist, Alex. How did you?
Thank you so much. How do you like my badges I made?
Your badges are awesome. 13 seconds. Here we go. Nifty.deals/Alex is where you will find all of these. The long URL you could see right here if you wanted to see them all. wax.atomichub.io/drops 26 plus 27 plus 28. There we go. The cart is open and you guys can now grab Alex's art. Alex, I wish you can get in here with us. All right. How has nobody grabbed the golden piece right away? I thought for sure somebody would snap that up, but there's going to be new people coming in and there's time to check it out. I wish I could zoom on this on Atomic Hub. There isn't Like it brings up the thumbnail. Everyone experiences their journey on Earth differently. With the universe so vast, our distance from one another seems insignificant considering what might be out there. So there we go, gang. Grab away. Alex, I wish you could join us. I would love to talk to you. He's on his phone, but he's not having any luck getting into the Zoom. I know he's somewhere across the pond. It's very late where he is.
So this piece.
Okay,
right
so
here,
I have to fix something. Apparently, there's not enough RAM. So that means nobody can buy right now. So let me fix that. And hang on just a second. Travis, take the show.
Right on. We got to add some RAM on here.
I got to RAM
that is interesting. So how much RAM is needed per thing? Do we know?
I don't know. I thought I had enough, but apparently not. So
We put like 3,000 RAM on there yesterday.
I'm working on it.
That's good. Well, I'll tell you what, that's how it is, folks. In the magical world of NFTs, there's different things and different things to know and different things to try. See, when you're testing things out and pioneering new things, there you go. Things happen. And we'll get that fixed up. Looks like Alex Grom is almost in the room. Alex, are you there? He's muting himself, unmuting himself. He's got some microphone issues, some video issues. Oh, I heard a little soundy sound.
It's a Joel fail today. That's what this is.
You're managing lots of stuff to Mr. Joel Comp, so it's easy to.
I am. I thought
We had no idea how much RAM we were going to need for that. No idea.
I really thought I had it all figured out, but you know what? I didn't. So
looking into the future, we'll have it figured out next time.
Hey Joel, Travis.
There he is.
Alex, we hear you.
You can hear me?
We can.
I'm on the street right now, so it might be a bit it's windy. It's here.
You're on the street right now?
Yes, I'm walking.
So we need to sell all of his NFTs so he can buy an apartment.
I'm working. There's so pretty soon Jonah and Fabian are going to have this fully integrated with Atomic. But right now you actually have to go into the smart contract on blocks.io and do this manually. And I thought I had it figured all out, but not quite. So I'm working on it now. So cut me some slack, Jack.
Right. So tell us a little bit about this, Alex. So what does this mean to you? Because to me, it looks like it's like a vortex of some sort, like on some lunar landscape. What's your inspiration behind it?
The inspiration was the Interstellar movie. I don't know, I just had this idea of making some kind of portal or something like this. I sent it a few screenshots to Joel. I was planning to do like a crater with a portal in it. So I don't know, I just figure out to make this.
I see. Very cool. So on the gold version that you've made, and it's kind of the purpley gold one, are those the coins flying around the vortex?
It's a gold rock, something like this.
Nice. Okay.
I made it specially for this one-on-one and NFT.
Beautiful.
I'm still working on it.
My favorite is the retro version. I like how the camera moves, like someone is filming it.
The 3 of 3.
Yes.
So it's great. So you've been a graphic designer and you've been following Wax since 2017. It says here you've won contests, created a Wax Tetris site, stickers, collectible cards, and as well as our awesome badges, man. Thank you so much for those badges. That's really cool.
Thank you too. My favorite badge is the emerald badge. I like this.
It's very green.
It is.
Yeah.
That's my birth month, so thank you. I really love your diamond one because diamonds are our best friend. or
Yeah,
something.
diamond one is pretty cool too. It was tough to create it.
Sorry about that. That was my idea. I said, "Ooh, it'd be cool to have a diamond one." Then Joel
Yeah,
had to ask him.
I sent it the first version. You can Joel can show you the first version I've sent. It wasn't that good.
I'm
These
almost.
are
It was
great.
like-
I love
like,
these pieces. These are freaking awesome.
I'm
Yeah,
almost
thank you,
there.
thank you.
I'm missing one step here. That okay, I think I found it. Gang. We're almost there. Let me make sure I'm logged in. So if I've got this right, it should be live here in just a few seconds. So guys, I have your finger on the button. Get ready. I am Nifty Shop, and let's see if this works.
So, did you get a notification on Atomic Hub that said that you're out of RAM?
No, so they told me in YouTube.
Ah,
Let's see. Hang on. I guess I thought for sure I had enough there. I am really, really surprised that what I had in there wasn't enough. And I think I know why now, because on top of the everything else, we gave away the 100 and at Nifty Show ones. And I think that's what did us in. I wasn't planning for that.
aha.
We did that the last minute. We're like, hey, let's give this away free. And then I'm like, oh, damn, I wasn't ready for that. All right, it should. I'm refreshing to see if there's enough RAM in there now. Yes. All right, the sale's on.
The sale is not. Oh, I see the numbers
Very
are going
nice.
down now.
Yep. Sorry
One
about
of the
that,
retros
guys.
has been acquired. A couple more of the availables have been gone. The gold is still available. 6 minutes and 46 seconds left for the gold one.
There's only one of the retros left. They're about to go. Half of now that I just put enough RAM in there. I got Jonah gave me some calculations for what it was supposed to take to do per, and my calculations were wrong.
Well, just because that extra ones that we gave away as a free gift, huh?
Yep. That just about did us in there. So
retros are sold out.
retros are gone.
Nice. Thank you for purchasing this.
Well, we really appreciate your work, Alex, and you are working on something else for us right now that is top secret at the moment.
Yes.
But I think that Blockchain Heroes community is really going to like what you're coming up with.
Yes, it will be ready very soon.
I don't even think I know what this is.
Well, we talked about it, but you might
Probably
not
slipped my
remember.
mind.
You might not recall. There's a lot of things going on in that mind of yours. So
I might have been really stoned.
There are 5 minutes left on the sale for the 1 of 1, and there are 7. Let me put this up right here. There are 7 of the distance here. You can see it's all animated in the thumbnail. 7 of those left for 500 wax. The retro is sold out, and the 1 of 1. Very surprised that one of you whales out there. I mean, this is a badass NFT with the golden portal, a golden vortex, and it looks like little golden nuggets.
Everybody likes gold. So what happens if nobody acquires that? This thing gets burned?
That's up to Alex. I mean, I figure what we can do if one of you all doesn't buy it is we'll just list it on the Nifty Shop as a 1 of 1 and just put it on the market.
Yes, that's the good idea.
We'll just put it on the market and leave it be. So this sale will close in 4 minutes, 43 seconds. Alex, thanks for joining us, man. We appreciate it, and for sharing your art with us.
NFT shop sale.
There you go. All right. Thanks, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cheers.
Beautiful.
Look who just popped in, Mr. Travis Wright.
Look what the cat dragged in.
I'm representing. I'm wearing a Veza original right here.
I saw that. I got to take a screenshot here. Right. There we go.
Here, let me lower my camera so I don't have to pull it up and get it. I'll move that. There you go.
Let me go full screen here because this is the dopest.
Because I'm
2
dope.
seconds. Here we go. Got it.
Dope. All right, guys. I
Good to be with the super team.
We're glad you're here, and this sale is going to happen in 3 minutes and 50 seconds. I'm just going to give you the URL now so you're ready. It is, in case you haven't figured it out, nifty.deals/Veza, VESA, nifty.deals/Veza. Boy, this piece is amazing. Let me pull it up and show everybody what you have created. And with our permission, you have used Genesis as part of this. Like Blockchain Heroes fans, this piece is going to be a must-have for you. Why is it opening up in Paint? Hang on a second.
There's so much good stuff here. This is like the true fanboy piece that I was able to create with you guys. So I can't wait to tell people what this is all about. Because
nifty.deals/Veza. All three variations are going to go live in 2 minutes, 53 seconds. Give us the short story. I want to go through all three variations. Then once the sale starts, you can give us the details.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we discussed to create something, and of course, it was an honor to be a part of the whole Blockchain Heroes saga and inspire the Brightstroke character. So now to get to work with and make my version of the Genesis thing was a whole deal. But also earlier on, because it needed to have some other things come and coincide with it, and this very famous and cool cartoon artist called Jose Delbo entered the NFT space just a while ago as well, and he's been drawing since he was 16 years old, and from the 70s, the famous characters of Batman and Superman and there's Transformers, and this guy's career with Marvel and DC and the whole universe of that realm is just incredible. So, and we were discussing of maybe there would be a way to work, and that's been negotiated still. But I started thinking about these premises, and I needed to evolve this whole idea, because essentially the Blockchain Heroes is a morally super complex thing. I mean, all the main characters of the blockchain space, and Satoshi in particular, is he's a masked person that if you look at the DC universe, it's morally quite simple in certain ways. So if Satoshi was to enter the DC universe, he would likely be treated as a villain by the likes of Superman and Batman, at least to begin with. And like, what is this talk about money printing and central banking systems and all of these kinds of things? Aren't they meant to be the good guys who hold the money? And then all of a sudden, Superman would be on the side of the sort of current paradigm in a way, and all of a sudden this mysterious character appears. So of course he needed a very strong shield to fight Batman and Superman in a sense. And Satoshi unlikely wouldn't want to harm them, but he would like to protect himself. So this is a little bit of the complexity, and I think it's a universe in and of itself of how do these traditional superhero worlds, how would they interact with something like the Blockchain Heroes? I mean,
20 seconds. The page is nifty.deals/Veza, VESA, nifty.deals/Veza. And what you're looking at right now is the one of one, the rumble motion.
That's I mean, just imagine what would happen if Batman and John McAfee would meet. I mean, there's this whole renegade and these worlds colliding and the world of money and all that kind of stuff. So it was a very intriguing premise to start to think about of what this could be. And
all of the classics are gone. All 20 of them are gone. There's only 2 left of the first animation one, and it looks like the one of one is still available. And here's what you guys need to know. When I asked you how much would you charge for this piece, you said that's a $3,000 piece.
Yeah, I mean, I will make some physical versions of this, of course, and we need to talk of that stuff afterwards. But these, the limited edition of 3, which are these repaints, the kind of thing that is behind me, they're going to be priced at 1 Bitcoin. And this is the kind of pricing that usually even, and in one sense, you could say that these digitals, which is out of what these prints behind me, and even though they're painted with acrylics, are made of, you could argue that these digital versions are the original ones. So this is the interesting world of Nifties and where we're going with this. So this is an absolute grab, I would say, for the amount, even though it might feel like a lot in a certain sense, but taking into consideration the what's been going on before this, we really wanted to make this quite the modest price for some smart individual to snatch it up very soon.
That's great. I have a question around this, because I see a couple people commenting about it on the YouTube. Is so you're saying that is Batman's or Spider-Man, or I mean Batman and Superman, or are they inspired by? Because I don't know the intellectual property rights and issues on that. So if you're an artist and you can paint a rendition of something, you're good with that? How does that work?
Well, there's an artist in Finland, one guy, for example, who turns these massive company logos like Nike or Burger King. Like, he made a whole restaurant, art-themed restaurant that was called Murder King, that was made in the likeness of Burger King, and it was all about, you know, starving people around the world. And I think there's Gucci and all these kinds of brands that he's made into tombstones or whatever. And I think every time he's been sued, he's won. So the intellectual property thing in art certainly is a very interesting one. I'd say these are inspired by. Hopefully that won't get me into trouble. Is that a?
Cool. I mean, it's, you see it and you go, oh man, who's got a red cape? And like, oh look, there's the black ears. You got an idea. Meeting Genesis, and you think if they met for the first time, you think Genesis would be viewed as an enemy?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, imagine the complexity of how Superman and Batman usually come into a situation and what kind of villains they encounter. Then all of a sudden, how much explaining does it take in order to get to the root of Bitcoin, of why it's important and what it's really doing? And all of a sudden you have this masked identity, and there's talk of Silk Road and the origins and things like that. I think most definitely he would be treated as a villain first, and maybe if the moral universe of Batman and Superman Batman maybe more could evolve into something like a secret union between Satoshi and Batman to do some good in the world, but that would require quite a lot of evolution, I think, and a complex storyline. So what I love about this whole thing is that it's a start of a universe that could be explored endlessly. I mean, there could be multiple storylines spun from that premise alone. Is that what is Blockchain Heroes? How do they relate to the more traditional comic lines of the moral stories? So, you know, I'd actually be quite interested in maybe taking that stuff a little bit further to see what would be possible.
Very nice.
Yeah. So this is a new thing that we're doing here today. And, you know, what do you think the potential is for exposing new artists, you know, on Wax? Ethereum gas is so ridiculous, right? We all know it's like, cost you $5, $10, sometimes 20 just to do a transaction, and Wax is negligible.
It's I think so many of these different platforms, there's going to be an avalanche of artists and creators and new platforms and people helping out. This whole ecosystem is going to grow exponentially. So I think Wax is definitely going to be a strong contender. I mean, you guys are one of the loudest megaphones in the whole space, and you're doing your bit to make Wax definitely one of the strong contenders for the whole of the NFT space. So I think even with your contribution alone, I think it's something to pay attention to.
Well, we're
Oh, look at
believers.
that.
The classic and the motion are gone, and all that remains is for a whale that sees the value. Again, Veza came in and said this is a $3,000 piece. I said, you know, this is kind of like Home Shopping Network. Can we discount it and make it available for, you know, substantially below what you would sell it for directly? And of course, being the kind of guy you are, you said, yeah. So for the next 8 minutes, 48 seconds, the one.
What actually happens to it if it doesn't sell now? What is it then? Just
well, I'm gonna have it for dessert.
Joel's gonna keep it and tell you,
Yeah.
ha ha ha.
No, probably what we'll do is we'll just put it on the marketplace at the same price for some, you know, if they didn't get it at this, but we're not going to discount it. This is the,
You know, somebody did mention that. It's like, if some of these, it's like, so if it is, it's 50,000. If that's not the price somebody's going to pay, well, then maybe the next day it's 45,000, and then it hits one where somebody buys it. Or there's like, maybe we have a range or something. But
well, you just pretty much killed that sale for the day, Travis.
I was just, that's what,
that one's over.
on
Okay.
YouTube.
Nobody buy that because apparently Travis is going to sell.
We're going to put it on
tomorrow.
discount. Actually, it's going to go up tomorrow to 60,000.
No, it's not. It's going to stay at 50,000 wax. Period.
Just in case there are people who might be wondering whether to pull the trigger or not, they might not know what it is that I've done before, or what it is that I've done
Sure.
in this space altogether. I mean, I've been a full-time crypto artist now for 3 years, and some of the collectors that go 10,000 and above are Tone Vase, and even Craig Wright got one from a public auction for 15 grand. And like Charlie Lee is one who's collected from me directly for the Litecoin Foundation, and I've done a bunch of these different collaborations. And of course, the amazing thing of what we're doing together, the Joel has the t-shirt off that has been signed by absolutely everyone in the space. Well, not everyone, but
well, my t-shirt hasn't been signed.
I'll sign it when we see each other next time. But yeah, the signatures, there's Andreas Antonopoulos and Vitalik Buterin, and there's an incredible the sort of whole project that we've been putting together and working on this thing for 2 years. And yeah, artforcrypto.com, if I may shill, even just for the purpose of people going to see what's up.
Yeah,
and,
I'm showing your site right now, by the way. So I'm screen sharing this. So artforcrypto.com is the site. And I'll just be clear. I think that this piece is worth the price. And Veza, we're gonna what I'll do is, if somebody doesn't buy it in the next 6 minutes 20 seconds, it's going to go on the market on Atomic Hub, and we're just going to leave it at this price until somebody's like, yep, I have to have that.
That's great. You sold some for 10,000, 15,000. Yeah, and the Blood on the Block podcast floor is going to go for $1 million. So for somebody to be able to get an original one of one for $2 grand, that's a steal.
Yeah, and I have some exciting news to tell you guys as well. It was actually today decided. It was a project that I did with a Bollywood actress before, that we reached 300 million people and did some significant sort of cultural foundation uproaring with a Bollywood star before, and it was actually confirmed today that a similar magnitude collaboration is happening in January 21. So this is another project that is going to be getting global press, and there are some, I can't wait to tell everyone what this is about once we get everything confirmed.
You're such a tease.
Yeah, yes, I am. And another thing that I can tell is also that we're building a 400 square meter studio, which is going to be made from floor to ceiling with my artworks, which is something that I've been dreaming about for about a decade, that is now, with this company collaboration, coming to fruition, where I can be doing my body painting processes and shooting these documentaries and making all of this stuff. We're really creating a whole it's magic land.
Hey, Veza, I want to say this before this part of the sale ends. The actual NFT itself is a full 4K video, right?
Yeah.
You know, what you're seeing here, the little thumbnail, people might be looking at that and going, well, that's just, it's he's creating these with the future in mind, that you're going to have a monitor in your home that's going to be displaying these. And this is a full 4K. It's rendered at 4,000 by 2,000 pixels.
Yeah, and of course for the buyer of this Rumble Town version, I can make a 4K video that is looping this as a file and send over with WeTransfer or whatever, so that, you know, this becomes more of a certificate that this is what you own. And then if you do want to display it in your home in this kind of 4K way, then you'll have a proper file for that, and of course can have a phone conversation with the collector and things like that to sweeten the deal. Maybe if I throw a little bit of these hashtag VESA tokens on top of it, like 10,000 tokens, that you might be able to get another NFT of mine in the future. Would that sweeten the deal? That's only available now for this discussion, by the way.
That's
if it's
3
gone,
minutes
it's
and
gone.
26 seconds. What are those?
It's my own social currency. I haven't listed it on any exchanges, but basically there's 10 million of them, and I've been handing them out in this digital pyramid treasure hunts and as giveaways and things like that. And basically it buys my time, as well as NFTs in the future. And we're planning a whole giveaway campaign that lasts for a full year with big prints that eventually culminates into one of these repaints valued at 1 Bitcoin. And you can only enter into the raffle to win these things if you have those VESA tokens. So this is, I'm still exploring and wondering what it is that I can really make use of with this token. I'm kind of new for it, but some of these things are clear that it's access to my ecosystem in ways that other people can't.
What would a Travis token give somebody, Trav?
A gas.
Gas?
Yeah.
So it's an Ethereum-based token.
The Ethereum-based token. It's an ERC 420.
All right, so let's be clear on what you're saying here, there, because this is now, there's 2 minutes and 11 seconds left for somebody to grab this piece, and you're going to throw in what?
10,000 VESA. For example, there was a NFT of a limited edition of 9. And the first version was bought, I think, about 2 Ethereum, and that was about 670 at the time. And the second version was given out with 5,000 VESA, or was it 10,000? Either which. But anyway, it was at least a $700 NFT that was given for those tokens to one collector who was awake on Twitter. So that's the kind of thing that is happening here right now, folks. But I kind of understand. I mean, 50,000 wax has there been collectibles that have been sold for 50,000 wax before?
The most we've seen a blockchain hero goes for, what was it, Trav? About $1,500.
We saw one. Yeah, that was like 28,500. That was when wax was a little bit more expensive, and so that was about $1,600. So this one right here is about $2,000.
Oh shit, that didn't save my face.
Well, you know, here's the thing. Everybody's looking for the electric Genesis. And I hear people saying that's going to go for 100,000 wax when it comes out. And I'm like, this piece of, as much as electric Genesis is cool, this is like made by an international artist. And I'm like, damn, for a one of one, this is
with Batman and Superman. Either there's some broke ass non-waxers there, or then people don't get it.
That's okay. You know what? Eventually the right person will come along, and the rest of your pieces, they sold out really quickly. So congratulations to the 20 of you who picked up a classic version of the Shield.
10 seconds, guys. 10 seconds. Hurry up. Get your wallet. Go.
Throw the wax at the screen.
Do it.
Well, it's bouncing off the screen. VESA, thanks, man, for sharing your art with us and coming on. And I'm sure that this will not be the last time.
Thank you so much for being with, and thanks for everyone who collected. I hope this didn't end up being a bitching session about the the Rumble version not going. Thank you, everyone who collected. This is an amazing thing, and of course, Travis and Joel, always a pleasure, brothers.
All good, man.
Fantastic.
That was great stuff.
All right,
talk to you soon. Cheers.
See you later, guys.
VESA, the one and only. Man, the guy's got so much talent.
It's cool stuff. I mean, every one of the artists had great talent that we
Yeah.
talked to today.
Here's what I'm going to do.
This is just NSN number 1. So I'm pretty sure we'll probably do a Nifty shopping network in the future.
Here's my art. This little sticky guy. Right. Let me turn
There you
off
go. Very nice.
Let me turn this off because this is a Joel original. And it's going to go for 51,000 wax.
That is so good. Yeah, I love how happy he looks.
Yeah. Well, this is a Joel. I'd even sign it for you guys, but I can't. I am not artsy when it comes to creating stuff. I don't have that gift, and so I'm always blown away when I encounter somebody that does have that gift.
There are some amazing artists out there, and if you are wanting to be on a future episode, how do we chat with people who want to be on a future episode? What's the process?
Just send us an email to badcryptopodcast@gmail.com. Let us know, maybe link us up some of your art that you think motion is especially attractive, I think for NFTs, but obviously, as you've seen today, we've had 2 pieces that had no motion or just badass looking that people wanted to get a hold of. But send a couple attachments, badcryptopodcast@gmail.com, and let's see what you got. And I'm sure I'm expecting a bunch of them to come in. I thought we were going to have an announcement today, but I haven't heard from the team yet. I think that the Tops team has come to a decision, Travis, on how many cards are going to need to be burned for the exotic sketch.
How many are going to be for the exotic sketch? What?
How many?
We don't know how many cards are going to be burned yet. Yeah, I'm not sure either.
But I don't have the number. They're working on it. I thought they were going to tell us today. So.
All right. Hey, we have a question here about the Blockchain Heroes decks. That physical decks are going to be sent out. We have seen the proofs of them, right? And we approved the final proofs, or are we just waiting on that one we got?
I'm sorry,
the Magic Man we had to replace.
Yes, the decks are good. I've paid, so we have delivered the funds to Blockchain Cards to Chris to create the decks, and they're going to print. 3 to 4 weeks ish, maybe. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely saying October without a question. Okay. And so now I need to work with the Atomic guys to figure out delivery. And Travis and I have almost come to a conclusion on the bonus NFTs. And I'll just say this. That the hero deck NFTs will be static with a new variation that we haven't used before, right?
That's what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are you agreeing? Are you mostly agreeing?
When we
can't put 2 in there with the same variation that's already had. They have to be a new variation.
They have to be a new variation. They have to be a new something. There'll be 2 different. There'll be 2 different characters.
And the Titans will have some form of animation that goes beyond what we've done before. So if you haven't gotten your Titan or Hero decks yet, there's only 250 Titan decks ever. So that means there'll be 250 of each of these badass NFTs that are going to come with them times 5, right? So 1,250 total. And there's 500 hero decks. So there'll be 500 of each of the 2 new heroes with variations.
And I would tell you this, folks, I am looking at the Atomic Assets, AtomicHub.io market, and I see some hero decks going for sale for maybe less than they paid them originally. A couple of them, I think, because the price of wax went down and they didn't update their sale. Yeah, I just bought one for $32.
Wow. Well, there you go. So just look up on Atomic, and actually I'll just pull it up here.
Looking into the past.
Atomic.
Oh. Now the Titan sale, the Titan ones, those are all mostly above what they originally paid for. $80 to $82 is the lowest one.
So if you go to the hub of Atomics here, and on the left side, pre-sale deck under official hero is what you're looking for. So these NFTs here they were for the Kickstarter, right? This happened, what, 2 months ago? So when you own one of these NFTs, you will redeem this NFT to get the physical deck of cards. And depending which one you have, you'll get the hero deck or the Titan deck. So each one come with 55 cards, and then the hero comes with 2 bonus NFTs, and the Titan comes with 5 bonus NFTs. It does not matter what the mint number is on them. Some people try to play it off as though it does. The mint doesn't matter. All of the decks will be sent randomly. So you might have the first deck shipped, but it might be mint, might be mint number 500. There's no way to tell, because once all the QR codes, they'll be packaged inside a sealed case. So we're not even going to know. There's not going to be any numbers outside to indicate what's what. Totally random.
Pretty awesome. What a fun day.
What a great day. It's great. Thank you to everybody who participated. We've got next episode of Bad Crypto will be out on a Sunday, and more Nifty Show coming next week. And now Travis is going to play us out on his ukulele.
No, I'm actually looking here on the market. So if you didn't get a chance to get some of those are already, some of what they were sold today are now popping on the secondary market, Mr. Joel Com.
Now ukulele?
I suppose some ukulele.
Little tiptoe through the tulips.
I don't know either.
I like your shirt, by the way. Pong shirt. Very retro.
Ukulele. Goodbye.